10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to Through Black and White Eyes. We are live across 3 platforms: YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, or X, as we like to call it, or Cesspit, as we also like to call it. And Superfan Dan says in the background. If you want to comment, though, and you want to join in the show, you need to come over to YouTube, hit the subscribe button. It doesn't cost anything, and then you can join in the chat straight away. So if you want to have your say on today's game, that is how you do it. Now, I read today about the high intensity. We don't have one anymore. Right. So I'm going to skip through what I mean. There's loads of people in the chat. Well done for getting your little chatties in. But we are here to talk about this absolute no-show today, in a way. Very uninspiring, but not unexpected, personally. And we're going to go into why. And then we're going to start asking some serious questions. Evening, Denny. Evening, Wallace, Gary, everyone else who's in the chat as well. I have starred a couple ones from Gary because they're really good points, so I want to come to them. But let's get the guys in because we've got 45 minutes to fly through some stuff, and then I'm going to bed to pass out and then do another day shift, then go to bed and pass out and do another day shift, and then I'm off. Evening, Dan. Can't hear you, mate.
That's because I was on YouTube. I was on mute again. Evening. That's about as much enthusiasm as I'm willing to muster at this point.
Evening, gents.
Good evening, Mr. Devlin.
Good evening, Mr. Devlin.
Right.
We're going to start calling Baz Mr. Devlin just for fun. We're going to adopt him.
So it was 0-0.
Yep.
We had some chances. We didn't have a lot of chances. We had one cleared off the line.
Yep.
We had Tripp's free kick, which just flew past the post. I thought, here we go. We're going to score our first goal from a free kick since Man City 3-3 2022. So close. So close. Barnes put a great ball in, and Wissa wasn't alive at the back post to put it in. Gordon put a lovely ball into the back post where Barnes didn't anticipate the defender missing it, and that went astray. They didn't really threaten us at all. They had a couple of shots on target, but they were straight down at Pope. That's as good as the game got, to be fair.
I think you covered it all. We can say goodnight.
No, definitely not, because 100% not. Alan Shearer. Someone attacked the fucking ball in the box.
Yeah.
You know, I'm going to start off at this point. Our wingers, especially Anthony Gordon, is used as a scapegoat quite a lot these days. I do not know why. It really drives me nuts. Anthony Gordon put 6 crosses in today. He had 1 key pass in the game. Had someone been on the end of it, he would have had an assist. And then the score would have been an 8 out of 10. Instead, nobody attacks the ball. It makes our wingers, including Barnes, look inept at doing their job, so they get a bad rating. And then they jump on Anthony Gordon, but don't jump on Harvey Barnes because Harvey Barnes has been in a hot streak at the moment. It's all Anthony Gordon's fault. And it's all Alanga's fault when he came on. Alanga put a really good ball in as well, actually, when he came on.
And looked lively. I mean, at least he runs.
Yeah. But why do our fans keep trying to find a scapegoat when at the end of the day we were just shocking all around in the attacking areas?
Go ahead, Scott. I would like to have seen again. I would like to have seen the wingers swap places just a couple of times. We kept
Yeah.
seeing Anthony Gordon come inside to the center. We kept seeing Barnes come inside to the center. The game against Bournemouth the other day, we saw Barnes come all the way over to the right-hand side, but we didn't see Barnes go. We saw Gordon go all the way to the right-hand side, but we didn't see Barnes go to the left. If we're going to play that game, at least switch it up. We're just. I just feel bad for Big Nick.
I do.
He's doing his level best, but again, we can say over and over and over again, he's not your stereotypical 9,
No.
and we're expecting him to be, and it's not working. Go ahead, Scott.
I mean,
you should have twice, but he ain't.
So also Joe Linton, by the way.
6'6". Yes,
Joe Linton
agreed.
missed him. Yeah,
it looks like we're scared to attack the ball. It looks like I don't know what it is. Like he needs to change it up a little bit. Like
who needs to change it up though? Is it the players on the pitch or is it the manager? Because surely the players on the pitch should be taking a bit of ownership about what's going on,
they absolutely have to stand up. Like the thing is, at the end of the day, Eddie can't take all the flack for what's going on the field because let's face it, some of these are seasoned professionals that just aren't showing up. Like, and some are showing up for 10, 15 minutes, some are showing up for 5 minutes, and we need them to show up for 90. Like, we should be rolling over these teams and moving on.
Right. See, I disagree with that. Because rolling over a team away from home who's at the bottom of the league, who's fighting for his life, isn't as easy as it sounds.
I do agree with that. It is easy.
And they were at home. If
you're going to be an elite team, you have to start doing it, and we're not doing it to any one of them.
Liverpool failed to beat Burnley at home.
They're having a shocker as well. They're having a shocker.
Spurs are having a shocker, and they were meant to be up there challenging again this year. Everton beating Villa away from home. Villa had a chance to go clear second.
We just keep seeing
the only one who didn't have a shocker was United.
Yeah, they were fantastic against City. They showed us how we need to do it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know why you can't put Barnes on the left for a bit.
You could have, but again, can't the players in game say to each other, give me 10 minutes, let's have a quick swap?
Yeah, 100%.
Why does it have to come from Eddie Howe? It doesn't. The players on the pitch should be taking responsibility. They see it if Gordon says, oh, I wouldn't mind to go at the left back. Barnes says, I've got a feeling I could, do that side for 10 minutes. Let's just have a quick swap and see how it goes. There's no harm in the players doing it. I'll tell you what was really frustrating for me, though. The one ball that Gordon would have got on the end of got played through to Harvey Barnes. He didn't have the pace to get onto it.
Right.
That in the second half, that really frustrated me when I saw that opening. And the ball was played perfectly in between the two defenders for Barnes to run onto. He didn't have the pace. But Gordon would have been away. And that is where Gordon's at his best. This is the thing that frustrates me about our fans a lot online. Using Anthony Gordon as a scapegoat, they forget he's got two defenders on him a lot of the times. A bit like St. Maximum used to have a lot. He's getting doubled up on because they know he's a danger. The problem we've got is that when that happens, we're not moving the ball fast enough.
No,
we're lazy with
players. If you've got two players marking one, that means someone's free somewhere. So you move the ball faster, and then you pull them out of positions. Gordon's going to find space as well because those defenders are going to say, well, we can't keep doubling up on them because we've got this problem here. They're utilising this area and we're not covering it.
So the question is, why aren't we moving the ball quick enough then? The question is, why aren't they seeing that then?
Why aren't the players moving quick enough? Is it
fatigue?
It could be.
Because let's face it, I mean, he's playing basically the same team week in, week out again because of injuries. I mean, he's got a problem there yet again. Are they showing a mental fatigue? Are they showing a physical fatigue? I don't know. Today was awful to watch. It was horrendous to watch.
I mean, I've luckily got to watch most of the game at work with another lad who's a Newcastle fan, and We were bored.
It was boring. It was, and I don't know whether I'm making an excuse, but were the conditions not, because even the Villa game wasn't great. The conditions weren't the best out there today.
No.
But even then, they've got to be able to play in them. It's Britain.
And this is the other thing this is another thing that drives me nuts about our team. Aston Villa scored 12 goals from outside of the box this season. We've scored 1. Why aren't we shooting?
Right.
Do we actually have players who can shoot? There's the other question.
We have players who can shoot. We know that. We've seen Bruno score from outside the box. We've seen Joel. We've seen J7 score from outside the box. We've seen them all score from outside the box.
But not
Let's remind everybody. Well, okay, all right.
This is the problem. I mean, if you ask me one player who can shoot consistently with danger from outside of the box in our team, I could name you one.
Harvey Barnes.
Yeah.
Bruno can't strike the ball. He can finesse it. But if you ask Bruno to shoot from 30 yards, he's the last person I would choose to strike a ball from 30 yards. He doesn't have the technique to do it. He's not that kind of player. He's not a Szoboszlai who can just, or a Morgan Rogers who can ping it. Bruno struggles to shoot from distance.
Do you not think we've got too many athletes in the team now and not enough footballers?
We've said that before.
Because I genuinely think now, every time
possibly.
Eddie gets asked the question, they're amazing athletes. They're amazing athletes. And I'm thinking, Eddie, we should be saying they're amazing footballers. Like, I get it. Maybe he needs to buy some bloody footballers that can actually change a game. I'm not saying like say Maximin or something, because his product was not great, but we need to find somebody with good end product as well.
Turkey.
Yeah.
Someone like that. This frustrates me. Everyone says Tonali. Then why doesn't he shoot?
When he does, he shoots 6 yards over the crossbar. That's the problem I have with Tonali. He does it.
I'm trying to think the last time I've actually seen him hit the target.
Brentford twice in the same game.
Yeah, but that was inside the box though, wasn't it?
And that was Carabao Cup last year.
Yeah, last year in the quarterfinal. I was there.
Yep.
I was there. Yeah.
Yes, we do. I was happy birthday to Peter Beardsley. Peter Beardsley would be a magician in our team right now.
Yep. Well, we supposedly have a Peter Beardsley in our side. He just doesn't dribble into the box and let it go.
Who's that?
Woltemade.
Oh, Woltemade, yeah. All right. Here's the frustrating in the first half, right? We tried to bulldoze our way through the middle a little bit. I don't know if you noticed that. That was the right way to go. The problem is, because we didn't get through the first couple of times, we stopped trying.
Yeah.
Yep.
We needed the players around Woltemade, those one touch passes, getting, creating space, because they played a low block and we cannot attack against a low block. And the only way to get through a low block is if you are brave on the ball. And that's we were for a couple of times, then it didn't work. So they went back to plan A, which was to go out wide and try and get crosses in, which didn't work. But if we kept on going through the middle and playing those little flicks, and I know sometimes they annoy people because you can lose the ball quite easily and be counter-attacked on, but that was the way to do it. And we almost got through a few times by doing that, and we just stopped, and it was just frustrating as hell.
Can we? I know we've already basically summed it all up, but let's look at that starting 11 real quick.
I don't have it on me.
Well, no, we've in some of our offline chats, some have surmised that we didn't start Lewis Miley at right back because we're saving him for Wednesday against PSV, and we'll be at home. So he delights the crowd because he's one of our own. That kind of thing.
Trips can't play 2 in a week, can he? Because he's just
exactly.
That injury to his face was horrible as well. Yeah,
it was. Yeah, he got battered, and I think that also, that knocked him off a little bit. I mean, he was sat down on the ground for a while. The physios were messing with the blood on his head and such, but I think that whatever, the Vaseline or whatever it is that they put on top of it in order to keep it from running. I think that when he was standing over the ball with Lewis Hall, at one point there was a big glob of it right, in his eyesight. So I'm wondering if that bugged him. As someone in that field, Scott, I he usually like to smooth it out, right? I mean,
well, they do in MMA, don't they? They do in MMA.
Yep.
It didn't look the best in the world, but then what's stopping him from smoothing it out? Do you know what I mean? Like,
right.
what's?
Yeah.
I don't think it was bothering him. I mean, he scored the free kick.
His free kick was unlucky, to be fair.
Yeah.
Side net.
Well, and then the one that he whipped in that Woltemade got his head to, if he was 6 inches shorter, maybe it would have been in the net. I can't tell what's wrong with that lad right now, other than his confidence is shot. Elanga's confidence is shot. Vissa is coming back, but we can't seem to get any consistency out of him. We say we have one of the best midfields.
Consistently offside.
Well, we also say that we have one of the most consistent 3-man midfields in the league right now, but yet we lack creativity there. We've got complaints all over the 11, but we have no solutions for those 11. And right now, the people we've got injured, I would love to have seen a Jacob Murphy today, because he would have been electric down that right-hand side, but we didn't see him because he's out with a hamstring. Who knows whether or not, a Livramento would have been, a solution for us that would have opened things up. For whatever reason, the Barnes Trips, tandem on the right-hand side isn't working. For whatever reason, the Gordon Hall tandem on the left isn't working. We don't have solutions. Would we? And I know this. I'm going to say this to rile Baz up, but who knows what we could have done if maybe a Willisula came on with 20 minutes to go.
Mm-hmm.
He would have driven their left back completely nuts.
I wouldn't have been against him throwing on Sean Neve for 10 minutes today.
Exactly.
I think that was the frustrating thing from everyone today was Eddie Howe didn't seem to throw the kitchen sink at the game. That's what we didn't throw anything at Wolves that they haven't seen before. And that's what everybody is crying out about is right now. This talk of plan A, plan B. How about plan Z? Just throw something that they are completely not ready for. Like Ian said in one of our chats, screw it, throw Botman up front. Throw a unit up there, throw Chiao up there. We know he can score with his head. Yeah. There was so many different options that we could have done, but we didn't. For whatever reason. Yeah.
I think he's going to have to take a risk at some point. He's going to have to.
I mean, personally, I would have liked to see.
Oh, Blade.
Oh, no. I would have liked to have seen this have come on with Woltemade today.
Agreed.
Yeah. Me too. I think that could have been a possible answer to a problem that we had. I don't know. He's probably not going to do that for another 6 months. Knowing Eddie. Which is sad.
Barnes has been playing well on the right. This is the thing, though. He's actually better than Gordon on the right, and he's better than Elanga at the moment. But Elanga needs obviously time to try and get himself back into being Elanga again.
But other teams have seen enough of Barnes on the right, to know how to handle him.
Yeah, because he hasn't got the pace to go past people. That's the problem. Well, and he just comes back inside and passes the ball inside because he doesn't like to run inside because he prefers to run inside from the left onto his right. He doesn't want to run from the right to his left, which is a shame because he's got a decent left foot.
Right. Correct. Make sure we didn't confuse the directions.
I'm trying my best. I worry about Hall breaking down, running for 90, full of energy. Players fouling him. Be glad when the left back arrives. So there is a rumour that apparently Matt Target is being recalled, which screams to me, make do until the summer.
Yeah.
Which really worries me because we're screaming out, we need investment. We need some bodies in there. And then can he wait till the summer? Or are they just...
There might not be no reason. It might be that this is literally writing off the season. Do the best
Well,
you
that's
can.
what I
with
was
what
just
you've
about to
got,
say. Are they
and
going to
then-
go? Do you know what it is? We're going out the cup. I mean, Aston Villa away. It's a stretch, but it can be done. Are we writing this season off and going, do you know what it is? We're going to go in hard next season.
Well, that's what I've tweeted out. Does
Um,
this mean we're going to have a big summer, and we'll need?
Does that mean we're giving up on all the cups? Or does that mean we're going to go as far as we can in the Champions League and surrender that if it comes to it? We've already given up on the Carabao Cup because we're 2-0 down going into the Etihad. We're going to give up about going to Villa Park. Well, Everton didn't today. So I'm just I
It's
struggle
not
with
up on the games. It's given up on the fact that we're not going to sign the quality or the additions we want to. So we'll wait till the summer. That's what I mean by waiting till the summer and giving up.
on evidence yesterday. If Callum Wilson is successful in pushing his way out of West Ham, even though he scored yesterday, I'd have him for the rest of the season. Why not?
Absolutely.
We said that the other day.
I got hammered for it.
I've got I'd take him. Yeah.
As a third choice.
Put him in his number 13 jersey and see what he does. It just Matt Targett's going to get game time. I think the concern we had with him coming back from a loan at Middlesbrough, he's doing well at Middlesbrough. He's playing himself into a role there. At the end of the season, they could sign him on a free. He's doing well. He doesn't want to come back to St. James's Park or come back to Newcastle and sit on the bench. He wants to do something, which fair play to him after 2 seasons of doing nothing for us because he was constantly injured. I say give him a chance. What does that mean to us? We could start Matt Targett at left back and we could put Lewis Hall in midfield.
Yeah, we want to rest Lewis Hall, though. This is the thing. We need to let him have a bit of rest time between all these bumps and knocks he's getting. He got stood on twice with his left foot. Sorry, was it right foot? He got stood on twice.
And yet there was one card and no follow up there.
Tell you what,
I'm not going to constantly complain about the ref either. So.
And we're not those kind of people. We're not
No.
Man City fans. It's been over a year since Anthony Gordon scored a league goal from open play. 368 days. And his goal was against Wolves, 15th of January 2025 to the 18th of January 2026. Didn't score again today. That is starting to become a bit of a serious thing. I don't know what.
To be honest with you, he looks the shadow of the man he used to be. And I'm telling you now, if somebody comes in with a good offer for Gordon, I'd seriously look at it now. Do you know what? I think he's fell out of love with the game. I don't think it's genuinely the ability's gone. I think he's genuinely lost the love for the game for some reason. I mean, you can't tell me he's going on that plane to the World Cup.
Thomas Tuchel likes his players, doesn't he? That he's had in his squad for a while. Doesn't matter what form they're in.
We can't sit here and I don't want to chuck Gordon under the bus at all because that's not how I am. But it's getting more and more worrying as the weeks go on. He's just not turning up, and you're like, this room that he goes in, lock the bugger up because he doesn't need to go in it anymore. I don't know where
he's using it at all, Scotty. Right? Yep.
Yeah. He needs to do something. Do you know what it is? And I am going to go off it a little bit here. I'm fed up of seeing the haircuts. I'm fed up of seeing that on. We need to see them turning up. I don't care about the haircuts on a weekend. Bollocks to that now. We need points.
Well,
fair enough. That's what I said, Jules. That's what I said, Jules.
Told you, he can't cut it all off. He can't cut it all off until he scores from open play. That's the rule.
I mean, we're going to be waiting a while then.
Well, there you go. So I sent sort of a message about just the whole thing being uninspiring. And then I got a load of messages back. So we're going to read through a few and we're going to see which ones we agree with and which ones we don't. So this was my tweet very uninspiring. Can't attack against a low block. I thought the idea of Woltemade and Wissa was to play in games like this to counter-attack the low block. Just not brave enough going forward. Reinforcements needed ASAP. And I've got a picture of that guy who used to be on Doctor Who in the pissing down rain, looking very sad.
David
not going to
Tennant.
find anything. Yeah, David Tennant, that's him. Not going to find anything this window that helps. Going to have to make do or hopefully adapt until next season. It's a fair shout, isn't it? That's what someone said. Let's go to the next one. Come
It's going to be a
on.
slog of a second half of the season, then, isn't it?
Well, this is it, isn't it?
I mean, we're used to it as Newcastle fans, like.
Exactly. 2 huge points drop. Need to be aggressive in the box. Plenty of good quality crosses. I agree. It's pretty much what we said at the start of the show, wasn't it? And by the way, remember, we didn't sign anyone for 5 windows in a row. So we should be used to being able to go.
Nobody for the first team. That's correct. Yeah.
Yeah. Can't believe all the fans saying,
Get it out of your head, man.
yeah. Really don't know what he is against playing them both together, especially when just one of them is getting us nowhere. Most inept I've seen us for a while.
Most inept, yet we won 3 games on the trot, and we went from 14th to 6th. And the only reason why we're in 8th right now is because of other results in the league, and we got a draw today. You know, it really is a fickle bunch. You know, we could still be in 16th or 17th, and it would be wouldn't be good enough. You know, I'm beginning to wonder. I mean, we've been saying it now because we're stretched so thin. The reason why we've been looking at investment, the reason why we've been looking at recruitment, is we need to be able to give some of these guys a rest. Now, at the same time, you also have to have, you know, belief in the guys that you have on the bench that you can bring on. You know, exactly. Only 4 points off of 4th, but I'm sitting there going, you know, was today a day that Ramsey could have started? No, because Ramsey started on Wednesday. Yeah. There's always a reason from somebody that why we couldn't do this, why we couldn't do that. Maybe Scott's right. Maybe, you know, we've just got at this point battle fatigue. You know, we're zombies. We're dead on our feet because we've been playing 2-3 games a week now for the last 7 weeks.
Look at Man City. They look terrible at Old Trafford because they just played on Wednesday night the same as us.
I mean, I think the likes of Bruno and Chow, I think they have got battle fatigue because I really think Bruno is literally on his knees.
We're asking Botman to play 90 minutes, 120 minutes, 90 minutes after he's just come back from a lengthy injury. It's crazy.
Yeah. And then we'll be irritated when he gets injured again.
Yeah.
But we can't
not play.
There are so many people who are sitting there going, what's the message that said to prospective Dan Bovine? The Churchills. No, but you know, there was a question I saw on social media earlier in the week. What message does it send to Alex Murphy when you want to bring Matt Targett back from Middlesbrough instead of giving him a chance?
Not good enough.
Yeah.
But I've been saying that for how long?
Okay, but does that instill any kind of confidence in the young lad to go out there and give it a go if he's given the chance?
He's been given a few chances and not done very well. That's the thing. Eddie Howe sees him week in, week out, and obviously doesn't think he's good enough to throw into a pit.
Then why bother? Then why bother putting him on the bench? Might as well have John Ruddy and Mark Gillespie too. Yeah, it's.
I get where you're coming from, but what happens if there is an injury? Then he has to be thrown on. You will throw him on, but he's not going to put him in the starting 11. That's my point. Like Sean Eve. Sean Eve's on the bench. Just
you've got 9 guys on the bench. You can use 5. Understood. There's going to be 4 that aren't used. Got it.
Yeah. Not just that.
And he gets to experience the first team experience. Whoop-de-doo.
Well, it's a big thing for some of these young players.
I think sometimes maybe chuck him in the bear pit. Give him a goal. I just
in the 90th minute, but you know, then we don't want to give up goals in the 90 plus.
Players that we need, and maybe just chuck him into the bear pit and go, do you know what it is, your son? Sink or swim. I need you to do something. Either way, you're going to show me something. You're either here to stay or you're not.
Let's get right. Next one. Absolutely terrible. Good performance from Wolves. I'm actually glad someone's actually said well done to Wolves at last, because you know what really pisses me off the most when we play really well and then the commentators and other fans say, oh, we had an off day. No, we made you have an off day. Right. Wolves made us have an off day today because
Agreed.
They were very good, well set up, and they made it difficult.
Rob has had a fantastic effect on them. Yep, you're absolutely right.
Exactly. So well done to Wolves. Was a boring watch, just deflated now. Yeah, I understand, Kev. And Kev's a nice lad as well. That bench stinks. There we go. Another reason why we're struggling. Very straight to the point from Randy Marsh. Dave, don't know if we have an attacking coach, but if we have, he's getting paid for fuck all. And for me, I was always looking at the next game and not the one in front of his two eyes. Two shots on target, both in the 89th minute.
Okay.
I mean, that was really frustrating because, Bruno's was a great effort, good save. Should Jolinton have done better with his header? I think he should have put it in the corner. But then there was the shot that Bruno had at the very last minute where this is why I say Bruno can't strike a ball as well as other people, and he spoons it wide.
Really, I want Whistler on the end of that.
Harvey Barnes on the end of it. Tonali on the end of it.
So, Scott, what happens? Asula comes back. Let's say he passes fit later this week.
Yeah.
Okay. He gets on the bench. We know he's going to be on the bench. He's not going to start, but we put him on the bench.
Yeah.
Does that then give Eddie the penchant to say, right, we're going to put the W and W out there. We're going to put them both out there. Because if one of them pulls up lame and has to come off, we can at least throw Asula on. The reason why we're not seeing Vissa and Woltemade playing together is because we have no other option off the bench if one or both of them gets injured.
Absolutely. Yeah. I think it gives him the pension to go, do you know what it is? I am going to do it, and I have got a backup if I need it. Yeah, 100%, Dan. Totally agree. And then you can start testing that relationship out a little bit more with a bit of insurance on the bench. Do you know what it is? Chuck bloody Joe Willock in there. Give him a go at it. Like
9? Why not?
I would like if we had COVID Willock, then yeah.
Give him, but you're never going to get COVID Willock back.
We're never going to get him back. We're never going to get him back.
I think he'll be out the door. He's got 6 months on his contract. They're going to want some money for him.
He's probably got an option of another year that the club can probably activate. Otherwise, they would have got rid of him by now. I think there's going to.
That was the argument. That was the argument that you had with the lad on Twitter about Vissa.
Jesus Christ, he hasn't come back to me since I absolutely clamped him.
Exactly. You put him in his place because Brentford had the option of extending his contract one more year. So we basically paid for a player that had a year and a half left on, or 2 years on his contract.
2 years, because it was summer.
2 years.
I don't know if you saw it, Scott, but this guy said, well, and he actually, I said 20 million was a waste of money for Gay. Not a waste of money. It wasn't a steal.
Yeah.
Everyone was saying that they've stolen from Crystal Palace for 20 million. It's a great deal. Hold on a minute. He's got 6 months left on his contract.
Yeah.
So it's not a steal. And then this guy says, well, by your reckoning, Wissa should have been worth 40 million. I was like, no, that's by your reckoning, because I don't think it was a steal. You do. And then I thought about the maths, and I went, hold on a minute. He had 2 years left on his contract.
Yeah. I mean, Gay's not a steal.
He's not.
It's a really good bit of business
from both sides.
Sides.
But it's not a steal.
No, it's not a steal. It's a good bit of business from both sides. And to be honest with you, I'd have liked to have chucked our name in the hat there again as well.
Yeah, we were never getting him. He'd already decided. Plus, he's on 300 grand a week, and we were never.
That's it. Yep. They didn't spend 70 million on him like we were being charged last summer.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's just. I mean, you would have got offered 150 with us if we were paying 65 million to Palace. Right. Palace took the risk, and it paid off for them, because don't forget they won the FA Cup. who got themselves into Europe. That to their fans is worth £1 billion.
Yeah.
You know, and Gea was a big reason why that happened. So all
And
these
now
people
look
say
at what
that-
look at Glasner's after post-match reaction yesterday.
Yeah.
He just took he took Steve Parrish hammer and tongs.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You know, he said, "Look, you've sold the lad to Eze to Arsenal, sold the one to Bayern Munich, Elise. You know, you've now sold Gahey, our captain, the day before a match. Why couldn't we have played the match and then sold him? Why did we sell him the day before the match?" You know, he says he's basically said, "I have no confidence in my leadership at all. That's why I'm gone."
Yeah, don't blame him. Right.
And now that we've seen Ruben Amorim do something similar, we've seen Enzo Maresca do something similar. How much you want to bet between now and next weekend Oliver Glasner will be out at Crystal Palace because Steve Parrish will say, "Well, you can't say that about me."
I don't think you'll survive this week, mate.
Agreed.
Right.
Yep.
Back to football. Our football.
I was talking football.
No, our football. Because there was an interesting conversation in our group chat, and it made me think. Because I'm going to pick on you a little bit here, Scott. Sorry.
Go for it, mate.
You said, and I don't know if anyone else agrees with this. We only have probably two players you'd keep, or 3 players out of the 11 you would keep.
Do you know what it is? I reckon the way we're looking at the minute, I would be listening to offers for quite a few of them. If the head's been turned, if they don't want to put,
well, that's
on
different.
The
if the head's been turned,
if they don't want to play to the best of their abilities for the shirt, go. And
that's hearsay, no near say. The fact is, when you look at our starting 11, you look at our squad. How many players are world class? For example, let's start from there.
Ooh.
And what we're going to do is, I'm going to write all this down. And I'm
world class.
Yeah,
world class.
Yeah, how many? Because this is how teams win leagues, isn't it? With world class players.
2.
Might name them. Bruno. Yeah.
Howe.
Okay.
And then I'm struggling.
All right.
Lewis Hall has the capability.
Lewis Hall's got the ability. He's got the potential.
Yeah, let's go to the next section. So we've got 2 world-class players.
Yep.
How many excellent players do we have? So we got Hall, definitely in there.
Tonali is excellent.
Are we doing injured players as well?
Yeah, the whole squad.
Yeah. So you've got Hall, Tino, Botman, Tonali.
Got Tonali. So we got Hall, Tonali, Tino, Botman.
I would put Woltemade in the excellent category.
Woltemade's got the potential. He's just, I think he's lacking confidence.
Forget confidence. Forget that. You see the names. You put
I think he's. I wouldn't put him in excellent yet. Then.
Okay.
Just below.
Yeah. 6 weeks ago, we would have said excellent.
Miley in there as well. I think he's got the potential to be world class at some point.
Yeah, definitely does. Yeah.
All right, so we've got 3. We've got 3
players.
in the excellent. We've got 3 in the excellent that have the capability to become world class.
But let's just have world class, excellent. Let's not try and sugarcoat players. I want straight answers with this.
Fair
I'm
enough.
going to tell you why afterwards.
Okay.
We're going to run over if you keep interrupting me. How many good players do we have? That's better, Dan.
You didn't want to see my face and what I was doing with the camera off.
I mean, good players.
See, so far you've missed Gordon out, Harvey Barnes out, Woltemade out, J7 out.
Can we put Gordon good at the minute?
No,
with the way he's looking.
Right.
And I know this is going to really
you're not getting the question right here. Look at the squad on paper. Forget about current form.
I'll go on current
Look at
form, though, mate.
no, but you can't go on current form because that's not how this works. When you're looking at the players in the summer, there's no form. We haven't played a game. It's a new season. How many players would you put in a world-class category? Excellent, good, and bad. That's how it works. Not on form.
I would say Gordon's
Not
good. Then.
right,
I
so
would.
Gordon's good, right?
Barnes.
Where's Barnes fitting? You can obviously say this as well, Dan. And where would you put them?
Barnes, Wisser.
In good? Is this still the good category?
Yeah.
So we've got Gordon, Barnes, Wisser, J7.
J7.
In good?
Ramsey,
in good?
Jake
Excellent.
Ramsey,
Or, right?
Murphy.
J7, Murphy.
Dan Burn.
Ramsey,
Dan Burn.
Dan Burn. Trippier.
I currently, right now, I don't even class him as good.
Ooh.
I said it.
Just the name. Forget about how the season he's having. If you see Trippier in the squad in the summer, where would you put him in the category?
Fair.
Why are all the flags? Oh, you can ask that question tomorrow night, mate. So we're going to put fair. Fair. Okay, so we're going to put Trips there. Who and Pope?
Good.
Good. Put him in the good category. Pope. Willock.
Fair.
He's one of my favourites as well.
He is. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. That's 17 players we've done. I can't figure who we're missing if we're missing any. Right. So
we would hope that we would see Ramsdale maybe in a permanent. Cheers, Stu.
Let's understand why I've done this. Okay. So we played Wolves today. Everyone's going, it's an absolute disgrace we didn't beat them. Yeah, Wolves in the last 5 games have won 2, drawn 3, and actually started to pick up some decent results. For a team to finish in the top 5, now we're looking at Liverpool, Man City, Chelsea, Arsenal, Spurs, Newcastle, Man United. We've only got 2 world-class players in our squad, according to us. How many have they got in their squads? Right? You've only classed 5 players as excellent. How many excellent players do you think they have in their squads? Then we've got the good section where we've got half a team in it. So what gives us the right to say that we can turn up to Wolves and walk them over just because they're bottom of the league? Because according to us, we've got a mid-table team. We're punching above our weight. Again, punching. So why?
But as we've been seeing in the chat today, everybody's been punched. Everybody, all 20 teams in the league this season have had their off days, and a lot more of them than we had in last season or the season before that. Read
that one. That's a very good point from Leslie. The team is greater than the sum of its parts, though, and who's the one who manages those parts?
100%. That's why you never. That's why you have not heard me say Eddie out over last 3 seasons.
What I'm trying to get at is that if you go through Chelsea, Liverpool, Man City, Arsenal's squad, they've got more than 2 world-class players in them. They've also got more than 5 excellent players in them.
Sure.
Yeah. So we are we're saying we are playing massive catch-up still.
Scott, would you agree? Scott, would you agree that, even as we were trying to categorize those players, even though he continually said, don't consider current form, we were prejudicing him against current form?
I think
I would say Tonali was world class, not excellent.
Oh, we missed.
I would say Tonali is excellent.
This is the thing, isn't it? Like I think you personally, you've got to do it on current form for me, because you do dip in and out of form. Do you know what I mean? Like Tonali has been world class at some point. The then
Yeah, but at
again,
the start of the season, when you're in the summer, you don't look in current form, do you? You look at your squad
No.
on paper and try and work out how that squad is going to adapt to the full season and where you think you're going to finish up at. That's what we're doing right now. We're not talking
Yeah.
about games. We're not talking about the 19 games we've seen us playing. We're talking about if this was the start of a new season and you saw the other teams who they've got and you put our squad against theirs, we right now would be lucky to finish eighth by what we're saying our players are at as quality-wise. And this is where I think a lot of fans have got their expectations far too high sometimes. Because we do not have on paper the squad that everyone thinks we have. Now, if you realistically go through it, I still think potentially we might have 3 world-class players because, I mean, Tonali for me is a world-class player, to be fair, the way people talk about him. But 3 is still not enough. You go through the Man City team, how many world-class players do they have? Arsenal have got more than
we've got a
3 as
much
well.
better team than what turned up today, though.
I get that, but we're not talking about just today. We're talking about over the full season, and we're talking about the expectations that was set at the start of the season. Were they correct to what we actually have on paper? Because I don't think they were. Our expectations at the end of last season was we're back in the Champions League. We're going to push on. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. But not forgetting, we had a shocking summer.
We did.
The last day of the window, it all happened. That really has had a knock-on effect. We haven't changed 100%. Our style of play to work into how Woltemade plays. We're still playing, thinking we've got Isak up front, the rat. Yeah. Something's got to change. But when you look at other teams like Arsenal, like City, why they're consistently at the top is because they have more than 2 world-class players.
Oh, 100%.
And they have more excellent players in their squad than what we have as well. So maybe our expectations shouldn't be as high as what they are.
I'm just happy that we have 11 guys that show up on every Saturday.
I'm really glad we kept a clean sheet today.
There's that. Yep, absolutely, 100%.
And you are right about
we actually picked up a point where other teams in the top 5 did not.
Exactly.
So, there's that. What did Jules, thanks, Benny. I agree. What did Jules say? How were the commentators for us?
Oh, I don't know. I didn't hear them much. I wasn't really listening. I was in a small room watching it on an iPad. Italian Tonali was yellow carded against his Brazilian counterpart. Oh, yeah, he did. I remember that now. I was like, what? Did he actually just say that? The Italian player was tackled by his international partner, who was a Brazilian. Honestly, some of the commentators this season have been absolutely terrible.
Yeah,
hey,
agreed.
Dread, how you doing, mate? It's been a while. Need to get you back on, and you need to get us on your side as well, mate. Right, we need to quickly look at that. The whole point of doing that exercise was just to try and get a realization about where we are as a team and a squad right now.
Level our playing field.
We're battered by injuries.
Yep.
We're battered by the fact that our summer window was done so late. The players haven't settled in yet. Sometimes it can take 6 months to a year for some players to settle into a team and a system and the way things go. It took Lewis Hall 6 months to settle in, and look at him now.
Yeah.
And that's where I hope we are with Alanga and, Wissa and Woltemade next season.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well,
I'd love to see that.
But we need better options off the bench. All right. This other thing I'm going to quickly, because it's driving me nuts. Everyone says Eddie Howe doesn't have a plan B, right? Emery at Villa doesn't have a plan B. Did you listen to the interview between Redknapp and Morgan Rogers today?
Mm-hmm.
I saw some of it, yeah.
Brilliant. Even when we're playing bad, he has the same message every single time. Even if we're playing average, he has the same message every single time. Even when we're playing excellent, he has the same message every time, except he throws in a curveball and says you were shit for 10 minutes, so you need to improve. And that is when you're having the best game of your life. That is what Emery does. That is what Eddie Howe does as well. Eddie Howe doesn't change things up. They just tweak the system they've got. Consistency is the key, and that is why Villa are where they are. And you know the other really annoying thing is, if we hadn't let the points go that we let go, we could have been 3 points behind Villa, or 2 points behind Villa today. And that shows you the margins of the Premier League this season. You know, you don't
100%.
lose to Liverpool in the last minute. You don't draw with Tottenham when you've been up twice. You don't lose to Chelsea. Sorry, draw with Chelsea when you were 2-0 up. You add all these points on. We should have beaten Villa in the first game of the season because I thought we were all over them. You know, we add these little points on that we could have had. We could have been right up there in fourth easily by a mile. Instead, we're 4 points off fifth, which is still not a disaster when you think about it.
No.
There's the bottom of the league, first of all, for Wolves. 8 points now. I mean, I still think the cut adrift too much. I can't see them catching Forest. No. But they've shown they're not a pushover. So anyone who goes to Wolves should expect a game.
And we're done with them this season, so that's good.
Yes. 4 points off them. So it's not that bad, is it? Beat them at home, drew away. It happens. This is the top half of the table, and I mean, Jesus Christ, it's tight. I've never seen a league table this tight for the chase for top 4 and top 5.
Yep.
I mean, it goes even down to about. Let's have a look. To Fulham,
almost
even Brighton might fancy the
even
chance.
Brighton, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So that shows you how tight it is. And by the way, mind the gap. There's 5 goal difference. I didn't really want to say that, but there we go. But we're literally 3 points off Liverpool in fourth. That is mental. Considering everyone is slagging the team off, saying that Eddie Howe needs to go, this, that, and this. And we're in eighth, and we're 3 points off fourth. You know, we just got to let this season play out and just get behind the team, get behind the players. It's the only way to do it. What's happened in the chat? Sent you a pic of the quiz. All right, okay.
Jules sent me a picture that he said they were doing the chat because the game was so boring, and on the another team that was participating in the quiz was a Wolves fan, so he was doing the same.
So we drew away Wolves, and all the talk taken flat. Yeah, Liverpool drew at home to Burnley, and it's all good. That's
100% less.
That's the Sky narrative, isn't it?
Yeah.
Don't worry, we'll finish third. I don't think we'll finish third, but hey, anything could happen this season, to be fair. So even though we drew 0-0, even though it was a ball fest, we still should have won the game. The positives are we got a clean sheet. The other positive is Botman played another 90 minutes, considering there was a few people online saying he was completely finished and we needed to get rid of him. And he signed a new contract, thank God. And there's people saying he's the best defender we've had in 20 years. So
can I add another good point?
Yeah, I love good points.
The Mackhams have 8 wins. We have 9.
I mean, that was a good win for them yesterday, to be fair.
And I don't know if she's watching. But hello to Olivia. Olivia was one of our new folks at Premier League Morning yesterday morning, and she is a Sunderland fan. Halfway through the first half, she looked at halfway she looked across the table at me and said, "So why Newcastle?" I said, "It's a long story, and we'll talk at halftime." Got to halftime, gave her my story, gave her the why I became a Newcastle fan. I said, "Okay, turn around, same thing, same question to you. Why are you a Sunderland fan?" She goes, "My grandparents are from there." I was like, "Okay." That's the end of that then.
That's the end of that. So you went on a 10, 12-minute tangent on how you became a Newcastle fan.
Exactly right.
5 seconds.
Yep. And she was splendid. So hello again to Olivia. I hope Olivia shows up again next weekend. We have 2 Sunderland fans near in the area, which is great.
Oh,
so
you're getting outnumbered.
No, I've still got 4 or 5 in my group, right. So it's okay. But I'll have to post the picture that we took at halftime of the first game, which was great. So
I like it. Benny says they don't think we played bad today. Controversial, I know. Just need to start Barnes on the left. We would have won the game. Alanga looked better when he came on. A plus.
There are some who would argue with you, Benny.
I mean, Gordon, when he megged that player and he ran round him and then got the cross in, that was brilliant. I just didn't see enough of it.
Well, it was, and it was too low across and banged right off the defender. So
yeah, it went off for a corner, didn't it? And that's the other thing. Did we fret enough from our corners? I mean, we had one off the line. I just think it was one of those days.
We should be doing better.
Yeah, I mean, the way I see it, the game was going to be won by a scrappy goal. The scrappy goal didn't come. We probably shaded it, but they had their moments as well.
I blame it on Pope's all pink kit. I think we were blinded. I think we turned around and went, "Oh, what the hell was that?"
Horrible, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We do better when they're either wearing the green or the purple. The pink is great for is great for the punters that buy them. But I don't think he played particularly well in it. But again, kept a clean sheet. So there you are.
The women and the guys who love wearing pink love the strip.
I didn't say it was a bad looking strip. I just said, was that the first time we've seen Pope wearing it? I think so.
Good question. I don't like it. I think it's too bright. But again, it could be to off-put the strikers. Because
that's what I just said.
Yeah. But someone said to me, you should wear green.
That's what he was wearing. That's habitually what he does wear. Or is he wearing blue?
Oh,
do we have blue? Do we have blue, purple, and pink this season?
Pink, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so. We had green last season.
Yeah, I think it was. I'm sure it's green. Like it's a color that your eyes make the target looks bigger than what it actually is. Apparently, I heard.
We should have worn the green kit today. That might have worked.
Maybe.
Let's not go there.
Let's
definitely.
What you mean? So we could be camouflaged against the pitch, like on the telly, and just we would have ninja'd our way through. Yeah.
Ooh. Really?
We'll see what that looks like. Well, we know that. Okay, that's the third strip. We know the second strip will be green or have some green element in it.
And I'm going to go out on a limb and say the home one's going to be white with black.
Yeah. What if we feel we might be right on
more
that
whites than black? Yeah.
Yeah.
It'll be a black. It'll be a white shirt with black stripes versus what we currently got.
Blue, so we're not going to have a green one. There we go.
New sponsor this year, wasn't it? Sellers
Going. It is. Sellers going, and we're going to get a non-Saudi sponsor, which means hopefully it's higher. We didn't deserve to win, but we would have won the game by virtue of having more quality than them. Had the wingers played where they need to play it. Sorry,
agreed, Benny.
No, I get where you're coming from, I do, but
Benny joined after we made the point that during the match, Barnes and Gordon have to talk to each other. If Barnes says, "Hey, right, I see something that I'd like to try against that guy. Let's swap places for 10 minutes," and take it upon themselves. And I know I would think that Eddie Howe would give them that flexibility to do it. In-game management, I trust you guys to do what needs to be done, and get after it. So you're not wrong, Benny, and you're absolutely right that Barnes should be the one starting on the left because he's banging form right now. But
so obviously I mentioned Target is apparently being recalled. Someone's put on my tweet, apparently the deadline for recall is tomorrow, and Newcastle have asked for an extension to that. Smog weren't having it, but the option was extended the date, or MT is recalled. So apparently they've backed down. So
I think
we haven't recalled them. We're thinking about recalling them, but we've asked for the date to be extended to see the outcome of maybe how Lewis Hall came out of the game, because he did get hit a few times.
Keith Downey said that on Friday night, Baz. He said that on his YouTube channel. He said that we asked that the extension, that the date be extended in Middlesbrough. We're not happy about it at all. And Target actually is rumored to have said, "I'm not interested in coming back because I'm playing. I don't want to go back and sit on the bench." So maybe there's some, not expectation, but some assurances that are being made that that
But if we're
he'll
still
get more
paying
game
most of
time.
his wages because Middlesbrough can only pay so much of them, he can fucking get himself back here and play for what he's paid for.
I am not disagreeing with you. Yep. Go ahead, Scotty. You said this is
now
the
got
thing.
another player that's technically going, don't want to go back to my parent club.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, yet we're paying most of his wages. We saw him through a couple of horrific injuries. Do you know what I mean? Like
the big difference is this one is nearing the end of his contract, where the other one still had 4 years left. So, and we were actively trying to give him more money.
We're back on Cabby's channel tomorrow night. It's Mackems v Geordies tomorrow night, not Geordies v Mackems, because that's obviously our thumbnail for when we host the show. Looking forward to talking to some obviously sensible people over on the Mackem side.
Stu and Robert, great. Yep.
They're brilliant. All of them are. Was questionable letting target? No, it wasn't. He had to go. But anyway, yeah, so we're back on there tomorrow night. Keep an eye out for that. We might have a show on Tuesday. I haven't decided yet. I'm waiting for Charles to work his magic to see if he can find a PSV fan. If he finds one, we'll do one on Tuesday night to preview Wednesday's game. If we don't, I don't know enough about PSV to sit here for 45 minutes and talk about the game, and I'll just look stupid, and we all will, to be fair. So
we'll just talk Bobby Robson. So, that's...
Yeah, exactly. And Ronaldo.
Yep.
Yeah, if not, we'll definitely do a review. Yeah, Van Nistelrooy as well, of course, yeah. Never played for us, though. I don't want to talk about him.
Nope.
Can we play Jamal to get... Oh. I like it. If not, we'll definitely do a review on Thursday, because talking about the game's a lot better, and, you know, hopefully we'll be doing a win. On Friday, we are on our channel for Oil Brothers. Yep. And then we'll be reviewing the game Sunday again. So thank you very much.
Another 6 a.m. wake up for us and out here on the West Coast.
Unlucky. Thank you to the chat for keeping this very entertaining as well and getting all your questions in. I really appreciate it, especially Gary, who threw out some really good ones there, and Benny as well. Thanks, Benny. Appreciate that, man. Get back to the start of it, watch it again, and hopefully you understand where we were coming from with the Barnes and Gordon debate.
On Instagram, on YouTube, and on Twitter.
Yes.
Yay.
But yeah, so go to Mackem Cabby's channel, subscribe to it, watch us on there tomorrow night. You'll actually see a reasonable conversation between the two clubs, which is good. And then, like I say, definitely Thursday, definitely Friday, definitely Thursday, Friday, Sunday. Time for bed because I am knackered. Good night, everyone. Thank you very much.
Good night, all.
Good night, all.